Hey guys, you're watching this one and only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Build a Warzone. Today is a very special day. My world is freaking out here. I decided to try and increase my render distance a little bit so we could see all of the planes in one shot. But it seems to be freaking out just a little bit. I don't really know why. But first off, can I just say, every time I log into this world, I love the crater holes that we have from the bombs. I think we've done that so well. I think it looks really good. Let me move my mic up a little bit. There we go. I think we've done that so well. I think it actually looks like an explosion going through the middle of the village. But today I want to start on the destroyer, the big ship, the main ship that's going to be out in the ocean here. Now, I'm going to base this on a Type 42. I looked on Google for some destroyers. I found Type 42, and that looked exactly, well, pretty much exactly weather clear, exactly how I wanted how I imagined the destroyer to look. So I got an image up on screen as long as I remember in editing. It won't be up for the whole episode though because it doesn't have a nice clear background or anything like that. But as you can see, it's sort of a white slash greyish look. We're going to probably do it in stone or maybe grey wool. That cyan is a little bit too dark. What about wool? Oh yeah, these are the roads that I've got. Maybe light grey wool would actually work really well. I want black for the bottom. As you can see, the bottom of the ship sort of has a black line. And then I think I want to have red splitting up the black and the grey. I want to have just one line of red that goes through it. For the main part where you stand on the ship, I want to be stone, just so it stands out that little bit. And I think for the moment, that's all we're sort of going to need. It's going to be a little bit of working out the shape here. Now, how wide do we want this to be? I'm looking at the picture, which is why I'm looking over here. How wide do we want the whole boat to be? Well, I think we need to look at something that's going to set the scale for the rest of the ship. And I think the windows, the little black windows on the front of the ship is probably a good place to start. There's 5 windows along the flat part of the windscreen. There's 2 windows that go down sort of diagonally, but there's 5 along there. We also want to have them maybe 3 blocks wide by 2 blocks high. By using that, we can probably suggest how high the windows are off the ground and how wide we want the ship to be. So if they were each one of those were 3 blocks wide, 3 times 5 is 15. With 1 block in between, that'd be 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 blocks wide for the windscreen alone. Then if we add a few for the windows, what did I say? 50, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Let's say 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 40. Let's say 43 blocks wide. I'm going to say 43 blocks wide anyway. Let's get a lily pad. 43. Don't forget it. 43. I can remember that. I'm just going to use a lily pad here so I can easily build on top of the water. I want to make sure that I'm out the way of everything else. Oops. Like that. And how high do we want the actual body of the boat to be off the ground? I'm thinking maybe about on that high, I think, where the boat is going to be. And then we want 43 blocks wide. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20... 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, 3. That might be a little bit too big for what we have, for what we want to do here. That might be a little bit too big. Now we're gonna want to shrink this in numbers of 2. Because we're basically going to be cutting 1 block off either side. So let's do it 2. Oh no. Because that's there, isn't it? Yeah, so here from 2. That one. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. I think that's a little bit more of a realistic width. Maybe if we were doing a full-scale one, we might be able to go a little bit more, but I don't want... We can't go full scale. It would be ridiculously big. But I think... I think that's we can get a lot of detail in the boat with a boat this size. Now let's try and think a bit about the front. I think we work on the front here. It's still very, very big. I imagine it's going to go to about there, to about here. You know where my cursor is. So it's still too big. It's still too big. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Yeah, more realistic size for our city here. Okay, you could definitely like fit a helicopter. If a plane is that big, you could fit a helicopter on there, and that would be about the right size. Okay, so let's keep it with a flat side at least for the moment until we get to approximately where we want the front to be, or where we want it to start becoming thinner. I think we've gone a little bit too far there. Maybe something like that. Bring this side out as well. Now, the front of the Type 42 destroyer doesn't go up that much. It's not like a pirate ship that leans very much upwards the closer it gets to the front. It is a pretty flat-topped ship. To get a little bit of shape, I do want it to sort of go up a little bit, but not a great deal. Maybe by 1, possibly 2 blocks. So let's bring it in here. I can't count these blocks because it's just a sort of test length at the moment. I really don't know how wide I want it to be, or how long I want this part of the boat to be. We want each section to be smaller. So this is currently 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5. Hang on. Yeah, that's good. And then that would be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Yeah. 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, now this is looking good. This is definitely exactly what we want. I'm gonna go 3 3 3. Oops. 3 2 2 on that side. 2 again. 2 again. And then the front. Yep, I think that's pretty good for the front there. For the back, I think this is about as wide as what we wanted to go. So let me have a look at the picture. Yeah, it's about as wide as what we wanted to go. Now, the back of the ship doesn't really change its shape at all. It goes maybe a little bit thinner towards the back, but not a great deal. So let's bring that back here. Bring that back here. And then we're going to have to back off and have a look at a distance to see if we've got the boat long enough. If the boat is too short, it's going to look quite weird. I think that's nearly there. I think maybe a few more blocks, 6 or 7 more blocks. Something like that. And then we can start bringing it in a little tiny bit. So we want to make it a little bit smaller here. Maybe by 6 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make sure we're in line. Yep. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe by another 2. 2. And then this is where it's then the back. And it's got a pretty flat back on it. Something like that. Maybe. Oops. Oops. Maybe like that instead. What do you think? Pretty good? I think that's pretty good. It looks like a pretty decent shape. It's a nice distance away from the shoreline, because I want to fit some little, well, I don't know what they're called, but they're like, upside down van roofs. They're not even like a boat shape, but they just have a load of soldiers on them. So we can use that there. Okay, I think that's pretty good. For the shape of the boat here, I think we're going to want to put the rear... How do we want to do this? They're pretty flat sides. Start at the front. Let's do how we always build a boat, like the tactic of always building a boat. Start off with the center line that goes through the middle. I always do it like that. I always like having the center line through the middle. Work out how deep into the water you want it to go. So something like this. I think that's as low as I want it. Hey, squid. I think that's as low as I want it to go. Let's drag this all the way back to the other side. It's so dark underwater. Who knew? I don't think we're that far under the water, are we? I can't even see myself. Pretty sure I'm clicking, though. Okay, and where's the back of the boat? Oh, we've got miles, yeah. I would do a night vision potion, but there's not really that much point. We're not going to be down here for long enough. And when we come up, everything's going to look weird. I don't like what things look like in the daytime with a night vision potion. Throws all your colours off and everything, doesn't it? So let's bring this down here. And then bring this into the bottom of the boat here. Something like that. I don't know if that's exactly. Oh, we're right there. Look. Right here. Beautiful. And that one. Okay. Whoop. So we've got that in. I think that's a good length. Ow, I just hit my toe. Did you guys hear that? Okay. Now, what we want to do is the way you want to do these sides of the boats is constantly keep having like a corner. To keep cornering things off. So something like this. And then this. Oops. Then this. I think that's probably a good way to start it off as. So we're going to do 2 blocks deep everywhere. Have I done that at the beginning? Yeah, 2 blocks deep everywhere. Do that sort of pattern all the way around. Oops. It's the easiest way that I know how to start. And then what we can do is stick these into these little corners here to fill those in. And already we've got like a huge part of the ship done. It's a very easy pattern to replicate on the other side. Like that. We're starting to get that sort of bow look at the front. Okay. Let's I'll do the other side off camera. I'll be okay. So we want to have, I think I'm going to add another block underneath all of these. It might require a little bit of teasing at the end, a little bit of modifying, but it's a good place to start. Ships are always difficult to just initially start the shape of. So having at least some sort of tactic on how to begin it is a good way to start. Okay, looking good. I'm going to bring this back down now by 1 further back than all the other ones. Ooh, and that one. Same as what we've done sort of at the very top of the ship. Just doing sort of a gap of 1. And then you can go, oops, and then you can go back and add these extra ones in around here. Then we want the layer of red. And the layer of red is going to still follow the pattern of the grey. It's looking good. It's still going to follow the pattern of the grey. But in a slightly... weather clear. This server, I'm not joking you, just wants to rain. That's all it wants to do. So, same tactic, I'm going to do it at the back. So, 1 back from the front. And then you go back along and you fill in all the gaps. That way you don't miss any blocks, you don't do it incorrectly. It's a very easy way to be able to get it correct. Ooh. In the water, you seem to be a little bit faster for some reason. Because I got like fly on. It's like your vanilla fly, is it? There. Or you don't stop as quick. You sort of float a little bit more like you're on ice. Okay. Beautiful. Looking good. See that sort of... just a gentle curve. This nose is a little bit straight. I think this needs to be a little bit sharper. I'm going to sort of take those out a little bit. And sharpen up this front a little bit more. Oops. Ooh, that one and that one. Yeah. Something like that. That looks better. A little bit more of a front on there. Okay, and then below that is going to be black. So we're going to replace that one with black wool. That one's going to be black wool. And then the same pattern like before again. We're going to run 1 after the red block starts. I can barely see. I think. I'm basically going on where shadows are. Like that. And like this. And again, run down. Again, filling in these extra ones. That one. That one. That one. That one. That one. For the moment, I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to go any deeper. We can't see it. It's not going to put us off that much. It still looks like sort of a complete boat there. But that looks pretty good. That looks like something that you guys can replicate using the sort of method that I did. Let's continue this on down the side here. This is all going to be a flat side. They're very flat sides on these ships. So we just fill these in. And then we'll work our way round to the back side. And then I can do the other side off camera. But let's just bring this all the way back here. I could use World Edit, but by the time I get my wand out, I'd be done. So, World Edit. I just mostly use World Edit for copying and pasting stuff. Down here. Okay, brilliant. I'm so excited about this. Let's start at the back here now. So we're going to want to have these coming out to about there. Now, I'm going to take that one away because not only on this side, we now want the curves going this way. On the back, we want the curves going towards the middle, from the top to the outside, which makes things a little bit more tricky. A little bit more tricky. So I'm going to do something like that. And then I'm going to run this around the outside edge like that. Maybe thicken this up a little bit. Like that. Nope. I'm going to trim that off. No, I think no, there's something not right about it. Okay, that's the shape I'm going to do. Now let's start doing our normal tactic of... How many did I do at the front? Was it 2 blocks deep or 1 block deep? It was 1 block deep at the front, but most of the time 2 blocks. Okay, beautiful. So we're going to do that. Then we're going to start with this this double tactic. So I'm going to do that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. 1, and then do, oops, 2s again. This is the flat part of the ship. Luckily, there's hardly any corners on the back here, so it's going to be a real simple one to do. I might be able to copy this entire side with World Edit, then flip the entire side and just paste it again. That could be a cool way to do it. It's going to start saving an awful lot of time. So we want to have that one, and that one. No, I don't like that. I'm going to do that. Have this underneath it. Add that one. Take that one away. I think we're nearly there, look. Nearly got this side done. That one. These parts are easy to do. These are absolutely no problem. You just sort of fill them in wherever they can go. There's no specific pattern for this part of the boat. Like that. And then this is the red level. Yeah, then the bottom level is the red level. So there we go. A little bit of tweaking required here and there. I'm going to take those 2 blocks away and replace them there and there instead. And I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. Now, you guys know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the red down at the bottom. I'm going to do the rest of the black. Then I'm going to do the same on the other side. Hopefully, we'll come back with a completed hull. Okay? Okay, guys. I've got it. I could copy. Ooh. Undo. 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 Replace air with stone. There we go. I was able in the end to just copy and paste. Well, I copied it with / copy. I then flipped it with / flip. Rotated it with / rotate 180. And then pasted it with / paste. And as long as you're standing in the right place, you'll actually be able to flip a boat, flip half of a boat, and do the other half, which makes things really easy, really simple to be able to do. I'm just filling in this top layer here of where people are gonna stand on. I'm just doing most of it with the world edit here to speed things up. But I did not realise how long it took us to do half that boat, and we're pretty much out of time. However, that's a really good start. We've got, let's have a look on the picture. We've got a very sort of flat middle area to go on there. We've got a big gun to go on the front. I might put a helipad on the front there. We have some big towers on the back and sort of a radar thing, a big round thing on the top as well. And then on the back, I don't know what's on the back of this picture that I'm looking at, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to do guns. I'm going to do guns hanging over the side of the ship, just because I want some guns on the ship. That's basically the only reason. A big gun at the front, like a cannon one at the front, and then sort of machine gun sort of style triple barrel one. I think I want to have something like that along the side there. Let's just sort of mark out exactly where we want it to go. So we've got the big gun to do on the front here. Is that the middle point? No, this is the middle point right here. So we're going to want to have it's somewhere along the size of, maybe a little bit further out, somewhere along the size of this, like that, for where the gun's going to go at the front there. Helipad will be in front. A little bit behind, not too far behind, but a little bit behind, we've got to have this sort of pretty square looking boxy section. I'm going to leave 2 blocks wide to walk down either side. And this comes down for quite a large chunk of the ship. I'm going to do it to maybe 2/3 of the way down, leaving us a third at the end for the guns. So, somewhere, maybe like 3 blocks more. Yeah, something like that, I think works. I'm going to take one away for that to go in here. Drag this one down this side. Now, this sort of box section appears to sort of be a flat on the sides, but at the front, it seems to sort of, oops, I've done it the wrong block. It seems to sort of angle up a little bit towards the back of the ship. It's quite an odd shape. It sort of angles up like that, doesn't it? This part here. So, we'll have to remember that for next episode. And then behind this, I'm going to do a section, I don't know, something maybe it gets a little bit smaller for where these big, I don't know, there must be some sort of communications or something, radar, something along those lines to go on there, in that section. And then the guns go behind. The guns, I really don't know the shape yet, but we'll work on that next episode. If you guys enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you haven't already, then feel free to subscribe. I'll keep you up to date with all of the videos that I've got coming out. We shall see you guys in the next episode.